Guys, Corruption here. Welcome to episode 63 of my Minecraft survival let's play. And if any of you guys thought I was in a super fat world for a second there, you clearly didn't watch last episode, because last episode we built this 256 by 256 wide platform of grass. It was fun, not really, but anyway, let's go back to base. I was literally about to go and repair my shovel, but I've just realised something. I don't think I've ever added someone to the Hall of Fame like at the start of the episode, like right at the start. So, you know, let's add someone to the Hall of Fame. And for those of you who are new and don't know what the Hall of Fame is, basically I just add one of you guys to this Hall of Fame every episode. And so the person I'm going to the Hall of Fame today is NBVX Diamond. Let me also give you a purple die and your glowing sack, and there we go, another person's been added to the Hall of Fame. And if you guys do want to be added to the Hall of Fame, all you guys got to do is comment below your YouTube usernames and whatever die you want to put in the sign. And next episode, it literally could be you. Alright, now let's go repair my shovel. Let's switch on the gold farm and go all the XP. A few episodes ago, I did build this giant pumpkin. And obviously in this episode, I'm going to be building a melon, which is going to be right here. And the first thing I want to do for this melon is get 3 shulker boxes of sand. Okay, that's okay. And 3 shulker boxes of gravel. Okay, that's better. Because I already had a shulker box of gravel, I only need 2 more shulker boxes of gravel. So I'm going to find where there's a little gravel, which is over here. Yeah, look at all this. And that is 1 shulker box now filled up. I was about to say that as the second shulker box, but I need 1 more. We're going to have to go about the 1 more. And now that we do have the gravel, I need to fill up these 3 shulker boxes of sand. That is the first shulker box filled with sand. That is the second shulker box. And my shovel's about to break again, so there's a creeper behind me, isn't there? Yep. And there we go. Third shulker box has been built. I just want to quickly mark out where I'm going to build the melon. Okay, so the melon is going to be right here, and this will be like the very corner of the big melon. But just like all my other builds, this giant block is going to be on top of like a grass block or a sand block. So I'm basically going to build the exact same thing I did with the gold thing right here, with like a bit of a sandy vibe at the bottom here. Which means I need white terracotta, light grey terracotta, and also white concrete. And I was literally about to grab a melon to like look at it for inspiration. I don't even have a melon in here. I do have a tiny melon farm over here, so I'll just grab one. And this is like all the extra stuff that I found at my base that I can use. And because this melon is going to be made out of a ton of different green blocks, I'm going to need a lot of green dye. So here we are at the cactus farm. Hopefully there's a bunch in here. Probably also going to need some more white dye, so let's go into the skeleton farm. Grab some of these bones. Now I'm going to smelt all of that cactus I just got. So whilst that's smelting, I'm going to grab an additional 2 shulker boxes. Go into the nether. And there should be another portal around here somewhere. There it is. And this brings me to the Badlands biome, aka where I get all my terracotta from. So yeah, let's do exactly that. Let's get our terracotta. Alright, I'm pretty sure that is probably all of the terracotta that I'm now going to need. And now all I've got to do is wait for the cactus to smelt, which could take a while. So I'll see you guys in a little while. And that should now be long enough. Let's have a look. Nice, that is all of it, I'm pretty sure. Nice, let's go. And I'm pretty sure that's everything I need now. So let's go all the way back over to the Ocean Farms. And the first thing I'm going to do is build the sand block, which will go beneath the melon block. And there we go, the sand block is done. And I think the thing that I'm going to need most in this build is green concrete and green concrete powder. And I think the easiest thing to do, instead of just like building up a giant tower and converting all of this, because that'll take way too long, I'm actually going to go back to base and use my concrete converter for once. What in the... What's going on here? Just trying to convert some concrete and everyone's having a fight. And there we go, all of that has been converted. Why is there a chicken up here? Seriously, how does a chicken get up on top of a mountain? And I think the plan for the melon is that I want the entrance to be here, just like with the pumpkins on this side. So this will be the front, not that it matters, it's all the same. And if you're wondering how I'm actually building it, I've matched like blocks to pixels, and I'm just copying it from a photo. Go get him. Not me! No, get them! Okay. Did not listen. Looks like I'm finishing the job. Anyway, back to building. And just like that, guys, we have our first side complete. Alright, let's do a second side. I want to build it a little bit differently. Instead of going like horizontally layer by layer, I'm going to build it like vertically. And there we go, second side is done. And yeah, I don't think doing it that way I just did it is any quicker than doing it the other way. But you know what, I think for the melon I do prefer it going up instead of doing it across, because that is how this is kind of shaped. You see like how it is mostly up instead of across. But I do have a problem, guys. I don't know what happened, but I've used all of my green dye. I think I probably will have a bunch at base actually, so I might go back to base and just check in the hoppers. Yeah, see, if I check these hoppers behind here, I've got loads. Oh,
what the hell is that?
we'll get into that later in the episode. Why is the floor all lit up down here? What's happening here? Why is my world so bugged? I think for the third side, I'm going to build it slightly faster than before, using the same method, of course. And there we go, guys. That is now the third side of this melon done. And then for the fourth side, just make it even quicker by just turning around. And then if I quickly turn around again, oh, it's built. Nice, that was quick. There's just two things left of the build. That is the roof, obviously, because we can't leave it like this, and the actual farm, which will go right down there. However, before we do any of that, I want to explore the tiny takeover update, since it's just released, and I want to check out all the new stuff. And I don't think this is going to take very long, since there isn't actually a lot of new stuff. And I think the main thing I've done is remodeled every single baby mob. On the screen is just a couple of them, but that's just remodels, you know. It isn't like anything new, if you know what I mean. But there is one thing that is new, and that, guys, is the golden dandelion, which is a golden dandelion, and it does look pretty cool, to be fair. Using the golden dandelion, if we get ourselves a baby here, there we go, we have a new baby pig. But if you feed this baby pig the golden dandelion, it will then stay a baby forever. But you can also reverse it by giving it another golden dandelion. We've also had a bunch of new like noises for the animals, but I mean they're just noises, so nothing really too interesting. So with this update, this farm is way worse than before. Look at this! Look at these poor little chicks, they're just gonna die in lava. And next feature, if I just grab some copper nuggets, this works with any nuggets, but I'll just grab some copper nuggets and some paper, we can now craft name tags, which is quite useful, to be fair. And this next feature is kind of random, but if we just grab some like silk touch deep stay right here, if we now go into a stone car, we can use this normal deep stay and change it to all of these variants, because previously you couldn't do that. You can also do the same with stone, and that's about it. But I guess I can add this golden dandelion seal sort of somewhere. I think I might put it here instead of the name tag actually, and I guess I'll just put name tags here. Now I'm going to grab all the materials that I'm going to need for the melon farm, and I'm going to build it with the exact same size as the pumpkin farm that I built a few episodes ago, which means I'm going to need 96 observers, 96 pistons. Why do we only have 38 redstone? Looks like I want to go grab some redstone real quick. I've just found an amethyst geode under my base. I never knew it existed. Oh, apparently I did, because I've been in here before, but I might mine some of this, because why not? Alright, I've dug it out a bunch, so then it'll all grow next time here. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. Oh, yo, dungeon. The other side disc. Nice. I'm still getting sidetracked. Oh, yes, finally some redstone. And there's the creepy baby zombie from earlier. Why does it look like an alien? Oh my god, it's another one. Alright, it has been quite a while, but I have now gathered all the materials that I'm going to need. I know you guys didn't want to watch me run around caves and just doing the most random stuff, like looking in geodes. For this farm, it's kind of easy, because all I'm doing is literally copying this exact thing that I built inside of the pumpkin. I think I'm going to put the entrance right like here. This will be the collection area where the chests are. Oh yeah, and I also had a cool idea. You know, like inside melons, they're kind of like red, like the black pips and stuff. I kind of want to get like some red concrete maybe, and also black concrete, and kind of make that kind of feel when you're actually inside here, just like where the chests are. Oh, yeah, and also I want to get some kind of green stair to put on top of these, and also probably reddish stairs to put up there. So yeah, let me go back and grab a few more extra things. Alright, I think I've grabbed the things I need. I've just grabbed some prismarine brick stairs and mangrove stairs. Also got some red concrete, and I'm going to make some black terracotta. And that's basically how it'll look from the inside. Also need to place hoppers behind these chests, and then even more hoppers up here. And then there's a little contraption thingy right here, which will stop a hopper minecart. That should be it. Then I need to place some cobblestone like here, and do some powered rails like that. Then we need to build a giant platform right here, which will be where the farm is. There we go, that's the platform. Then I need to go and place rails on top of all of these blocks, and I also need to replace some of these with powered rails, and then obviously make sure they're all powered. I did forget to get some dirt, so I'm just going to have to mine some of this. Go back to last episode, if you know you know, and that'll probably be enough. Don't need 38 sugar boxes like last episode. The next step is just to simply place grass on top of all of these blocks, or dirt, it really doesn't matter. Then I'll have to break out a couple of these dirt blocks just to place a slab and waterlog them. That'll stop the water from destroying the rails, and that means we can then till the ground. There's actually going to be 4 of these holes, just like that. Now let's get to tilling, so we need to do a checkerboard pattern, just like this on the entire thing. Then we need to grow our melon seeds and place melons on every single one of these tilled grass blocks. We should also get some cobblestone and outline this with cobblestone. I did forget some glass, I'm just going to smelt some of that right now. And then using the glass, I've made these sort of windows, and I'm just going to place glass right here. Not only so I can actually see and see if the farm's working, but also to place torches torches outside of it. That'll make sure the farm is nice and lit up and all the melons will then grow. The next step is to then place observers on top of every single seed. And when there's water, you just don't need an observer because there's no seed underneath. You then need to place a redstone on top of every single observer. And this is the really annoying part. You have to place cobblestone covering off of the redstone, which, yeah, it takes a while. And finally, there we go, that was annoying. Then underneath, right here where these gaps are, you're going to simply want to place pistons. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Now where the water is, I've placed a cobblestone block above it, because you don't need like a piston or observer, because it's not really going to do anything. And I'm going to place a lantern here, because then that'll make sure that the middle melons have enough light to grow as well. And that is basically the farm done. You just obviously got to wait until these seeds grow up. And also one last thing, which is to place the hopper minecart. And instead of just waiting around doing nothing, let's build the top of the melon now. But building this comes with a lot of challenges. This is going to be mostly concrete powder, which obviously falls, which means underneath all of these pixels that I'm going to build, I'm going to have to place cobblestone underneath. Well, let's get to work, I guess. And this is the final pixel of the entire melon block. There we go. That is a melon if I've seen one, guys. Right next to the pumpkin. Looks sick, to be fair. Now I've got to go back to base and take all of this stuff back. Let's also check how good the farm is going. I don't know if we've got any yet, but we can see. Oh, we actually do. We've got a stack and 27 melon slices so far. Might as well take these back to base. And let's go back to base and put all of this into the auto sorter. And that is everything into those chests. And before I end the episode, just one final thing that I want to do. Let's go over here into the Hall of Milestones and add 2 new signs. First sign is going to be 9,000 subscribers, which will be on the 26th of March 2026. And then the second sign is going to be 7 million total views, which I've literally just hit. And with that, guys, that is the end of the episode. So I'm now going to go down here and just try find somewhere to build a little AFK room. I guess the only place is beneath the floor there. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably AFK down there for a little while and just see how much melon I get. Why do I need melon? That's a good point. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next one. Peace. That was way too quick.